Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of New York Pulse. It's your host B Rod, as always, and I got my co-host here next to me. How you doing today, sir?
Outstanding, brother. We just won, so you know I'm hyped.
I saw. You guys almost blew that lead. I saw it was 9-3, and I was like, oh, they're good. And then I I checked like the seventh inning just to see it, and it's 9-7. Were you a little nervous there?
Bro, I've been here before. Like I does this. I'm not I'm this isn't uncharted territory to me, bro. Like it honestly, it feels like last season with different personnel. Like no lead is safe. Like that's how I felt the
Yeah,
entire time. We were up 9-3, and the whole time when we're up to bat, I'm like, we need to score like a couple more because it's never enough. I think yesterday was a good showing of why the day before yesterday, it's never enough. But also, like,
yeah,
I don't want to discredit the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks are a good team. They're gonna be a
yeah,
team. I don't want to use the word to fear because real fear is what them boys in LA is doing. The boys in blue, to be
yeah. No,
specific.
8-0,
That's real fear.
crazy.
But the Diamondbacks are good, bro. Like they're not a pushover. But I feel good. I feel good. I was definitely nervous, but Luke Weaver came in the eighth inning, and I was feeling good at that point. But yeah, pretty good. I feel good.
Yeah, man. First week in the books. 6 games for both teams. I want to start with the Yankees because they've been the better team this week. I'll give you guys credit for that. And also, kind of the talk of the town with these bats. We're definitely going to get into the torpedo bats. But talk to me. How you feeling this week so far about this team?
About this team, about this year, bro. I literally just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
posted something where I'm like, I hate myself. I really hate myself for it. But I find myself falling in love with the potential of this team already. Granted, again, we're looking at a 6 game sample size, of course, but like it's
yeah,
hard not to be optimistic with what I've seen so far. Like I'm somebody who's been yelling from the rooftops, like, when are we gonna have some like homegrown Yankees? When are we gonna give them opportunities and stuff like that? So again,
yeah,
for myself, because you know how it is with when you kind of categorize Yankee fans as a whole, right? Where you put rookies out there, and like I understand that none of these guys have played 162 games or even have 200 MLB at bats logged in. Like I understand that there's gonna be a learning curve to it. So like
right.
6 games in, it's just really nice to see the front office staying consistent with that vision and giving these guys like very real opportunities to not just be fillers for these roles, but to take the job. You know, like I know today
Yeah,
Michael K mentioned how Ben Rice wouldn't even be in this lineup if Giancarlo's wasn't hurt. And like, yeah, that's a fact. So like just seeing what Ben Rice is, what Ben Rice can do. Like, bro, by the way, that
yeah,
guy's a certified hitter. I'm in. Like, I love that kid.
yeah. He's
But
a
yeah,
hot
like
start.
yeah, hot again, and like I'm trying to be very careful about being like a prisoner of the moment with people starting off hot,
Right.
especially
Yeah,
young guys, because I know what the grind of the season is gonna do, especially once the travel we go on the road for the first time tomorrow. So like now
yeah,
is when like I have enough of this small sample size where I can start picking up on people's patterns, what people need to work on and stuff like that. Again, it's small, but I'm keeping an eye on it. But so far, I really have no complaints about the offense, which is weird because that's usually what I'm freaking complaining about. Right now, what I'm worried about is starting pitching naturally, but more
yeah,
importantly, starting pitching depth and bullpen depth. Bullpen is definitely an issue at the moment. And like you said,
yeah,
we were up 9-3. That disappeared. Bullpen. First game of the series versus Diamondbacks. Same thing. Like we won, but we should have shut them out
You
and
mean
we
you mean
let
the
them kind
Brewers?
of
The Brewers.
the Brewers, yeah, excuse me. But you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
we should have
gotcha.
cooked
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
like these are all games that we put up runs, aka the offense did what they needed to do, but then the bullpen comes in and it's like they're giving it away. And I am an advocate for you are who you are in the regular season is who you're gonna be in September, October, when we're really playing the competitive game. So again, I'm not gonna shit on people. Like I've already put a couple
Mhm.
players on the all trash canvas for my stream, which I'm happy to share those guys' name
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
later in the
Hey,
show.
shout him
But
out.
you know, well, all right. I mean, Pablo Reyes, you know him very well. He was the first inaugural member of the all trash can team. Like you just can't do that, bro. Like the first game,
Yeah,
bro. Yeah, the talk of the town was the Yankees scored 20 runs, but how about the fucking 5 errors we made? I'm sorry for cursing. I'm really trying to work on it, but like that's
yeah. Nah,
that's
you're
that's
good,
what
brother.
I'm
You're
talking
good.
about. Like they piss me off. Like that stuff like that, bro. Like you're professional baseball players. Fundamental stuff to me is the stuff that I'm really gonna like come down on people hard for. So Pablo Reyes, like you made 2 errors, automatically all trash canvas. I never want to see him in the field again. Like I don't want to give him an opportunity anymore. Put Peraza there, get him out. But I already know that he's the first one down to the minors when our pitchers get help. Then it's Mark Leiter Jr. Being a relief pitcher is coming in to relieve, but it's also being able to come in high leverage situations and being successful. Mark
Yeah,
Leiter, you did your thing in the World Series. I'm happy about that. That was awesome, but that was last year. That does nothing for me this year. He blew it. He blew it. There's no other way around it. He blew it. He gave it up filthy. Trash can. You
yeah.
can't
He has
be
like an
up in
eight
counts
ERA,
0
right?
and 2. Bro, you can't be up. He has an 8 ERA, and then he's coming into these counts ahead of the count 0 and 2. I
Yeah,
don't understand. There's nothing more frustrating than pitchers that get up on the count 0 and 2 and then just throw 4 balls in a row. Like, that is the most frustrating thing. And then it's not just missing.
yeah,
Because let me tell you, the officiating has been terrible. For the first week of the season, I cannot tell you that I've seen one good umpire call a good game, a weak game.
yeah.
Robo umps are becoming more and more realistic from what I'm seeing.
They're gonna bring
But
that
again, you just
challenge. That
can't do
challenge
that.
is gonna come very soon.
They
Yeah,
have to. They have to, bro.
yeah,
And it's such a simple
yeah.
thing, and it's not like it doesn't stop the game or anything like that. But the last guy who made it today, Ryan Yarbrough, bro. That dude sucks. Get him out. I don't know why we love ALEs like recyclables and stuff like that. Like I just not a fan. And again, it's you're ahead of the count, and then you're allowing the hitter to get back in the count. Like that grand slam today, I saw that from a mile away. Mans was up 0 and
Yeah.
2, throws him 3 straight balls, and I'm like, bro, you're gonna throw him a meatball at some point, and he threw him a meatball.
They knew it.
Grand slam. I go from being leaned back, relaxing, watching the game to being like, they're gonna do it to me again in the night. But again, outside of that, bro, again, listen to the names that I'm talking about that are concerning to me.
Yeah,
It's names that can very easily not be on this team by July. They might not even be on this team by the end of the month at this point. So, Yankee land, we good. We're good. Outside of the fact that the bats go cold when the weather's cold outside, that's a little bit of a concern at the moment. But the bats were alive tonight. Gotta get. I tip my cap to like Zach Gallen because yesterday that was a concerning start. I was like, what is
yeah.
going on?
He's good though.
But
Yeah,
no, he's great. By the way, I
yeah.
think he's gonna be a Met, bro. I think y'all gonna get him eventually in free agency. Like
Oh, there's
that
yeah,
dude.
there's a couple guys I have in mind that I think we're
Oh,
gonna
of
get.
course you do. Like, yeah, look at you with your
Yeah.
little smirk. Like, no need to freaking rub it in. Like, but anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
that's us. And believe it or not, like I've been looking forward to us talking because I was gonna like sit down and watch the Mets game, but I decided like I don't want to know anything about the Mets. I want my information about the Mets to come from you. So like I literally don't know
I got you. I
anything.
got you.
I know the Mets beat up on I think they beat up on them the day that you didn't go to the game, and then the game that you did go to,
Yeah,
which was
Monday.
yesterday. It was a
Yeah.
closer game. So tell me about that. Like, what's going on
So
in Mets land?
yeah. Well, we'll get to Mets land later because I still think there's a lot of good stuff I want to talk about the Yankees, and I want to give you
Mm-hmm.
your shine here. You know what? Let's talk about the bats. What do you think about this whole conversation with the torpedo bats? Is because I have a take, but I want to get yours first.
I think it's great. I think it's great in the sense of, first of all, this is why I say the Yankees are the greatest and classiest organization in sports. We are trendsetters. We do something. People either want to hate on us or
It's
jump on it.
genius.
It is genius. And let me tell you, look, this is good for the game, and everybody should be happy about it. First of all, of course, the MLB knew about it. Like, I think anybody who was going out and trying to say the Yankees were cheating, they just wanted to get some clickbait and get some rage bait, whatever, whatever. Come on,
Yeah,
bro. It's the MLB. They're not going to allow players to just go out with this cheat code bat and use it. Like, everything that goes onto that baseball field is approved by the MLB. Secondly, everybody understands that the MLB is in this weird space where the MLB is like a niche sport, but it doesn't really need the mass media's backing in order to kind of move forward, which is like, again, this all kind of goes hand in hand because of where we are in baseball. Now, my theory with all of this is like this is like enhancing and bringing more runs and manufacturing more runs for the game to make it more entertaining without being
yeah,
stained with the steroids thing. So with that, I'm all in. Now, as far as the torpedo bat thing goes, I think people are not understanding how this works. It's not that you
yeah.
go
Break
on
it down for us.
Marucci.com. It's not that you go on Marucci.com and you order a 32, a 33, or 34 torpedo bat.
Yeah,
Like, there's a science behind this. Like, there's a literal MIT scientist who was hired by the Yankees who literally
it's
has
kind of
done,
crazy.
like, listen, I'm not a physicist. Like, bro, it's actually so crazy. Like,
Yeah,
I've never been prouder
it's
to be a
insane.
Yankee fan than when I heard this. Because I'm like, wow, maybe we aren't all that bad. Maybe we not that dumb. Like, analytics is fire. Because through data analytics, like,
Yeah,
we figured out what part of the bat guys are getting sawed off at. So all they're doing is putting a little bit more mass on those parts of the bat, but it is part like it is made for the individual player. AKA,
yeah,
every bat is not created equal and is not going to hit equally with different players. So, like, that's what's been very funny to me with, like, all these videos of, like, I think I saw a video of a A's player, JJ Bleday, and it was a Marucci rep, like, in their new field in Sacramento. And he's there, like, oh, yeah, like, I heard about these. Like, I want to, like, the other guys order some. Yeah, let me get a 33 and a 33 and a half. And in my head, I'm like, that's it. You're just going to get a 33, 33 and a half. You're not going to be like, let's go. Let's go break down my swing. Let's figure out where I'm just missing pitches or
yeah.
anything like that.
They
So
don't
you
get
know
it.
what I mean? Like, not everybody thinks that, okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna use this torpedo bat and I'm just gonna hit a million hits. Nah, bro. Like, there's really a science to it. And again, you have to hit the ball. Like, there's also these other people out there that are saying like torpedo bats are making the balls go further and stuff like that, which again hasn't been disproven because
no.
Anthony Volpe, like, all his hits have been today. He got his first real hit that
Yeah,
wasn't like,
non-home run hit. Yeah,
which is crazy. But bro, the balls are carried, and I see the vision. I don't think there's
yeah.
anything
But
wrong
we
with
know
it. I
this.
think,
The MLB does this. They bring a certain type of ball out every couple months to produce runs.
brother,
That's always been proven. So I don't think it's a
here's
bad
a
thing.
hot take from me. I think bring all the
Yeah.
steroids back. Let them bring the torpedoes.
Yo.
Give them everything. Let them do whatever
Yeah.
they want. Now, I know that's not going to happen. Obviously, steroids
No.
bad, but I think this is a very happy medium that it creates an equal playing field for everybody. But there's clearly
Yeah.
advantage Yankees here because we got the science down, we got the MIT guy, and everybody else does it that we know of. Because I heard Francisco Lindor's been using that since last season. Joe Carlos was using it
Yeah.
since
I
last
need him to
season.
stop using it.
We'll get to that. I have him on fantasy, by the way. This is my second year in a row picking him up. But yeah, bro, like, I think it's a great thing. I think it's a great time for people like us because I really think our sport that we love so much is really about to grow. It's so exciting. Like,
Yeah.
baseball has been
Yeah.
around in America for so long, but it genuinely feels like right now baseball is kind of picking up in that popularity that, like, soccer's picking up in America. But it's like MLB has been
Yeah.
our whole lives. And I don't know. I feel like it's becoming mainstream again,
Yeah.
and it's a good thing for everybody involved, especially the Yankees.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me at first, when I heard about the bad thing, I was like, that's ridiculous because as you know, I used to pitch. So like my job as a pitcher was to try to jam you or like get you to not hit the barrel. So I'm like, are you kidding me? They're doing this again. But then I started to see that other players are using it. and it's very interesting because I'm like, who thinks of doing that to a bat? It's it's so creative. I can't even hate on it. I know the Yankees are they're ahead of that, and excuse me, I can't even hate on it. It's at first I was hating hard, but then I'm seeing other players use it, and hey, if you can use it, use it. I don't think it's for everybody. I think it's for certain players who, maybe have a later swing. I don't think other players like. I don't think you should automatically use it, but I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy, and it looks funny. It looks like a softball bat. It's hilarious the way the bat looks, and like it's obviously working for the Yankees because they've been on fire, and we haven't even talked about. I want to talk about Aaron Judge because what Aaron Judge is doing again, it's it's ridiculous. Like he's the best player in baseball right now, hands down to me. It's not even debatable. Talk to the people about just how good Aaron Judge has been already. And he's a guy that usually starts slow. So if he started like this, it's scary hours for everybody.
Bro, honestly, like it's it's a difficult spot for me and to be asked that question because I have a very interesting it's a very interesting relationship I have with Aaron Judge because like I love him. I love and I appreciate Aaron Judge and I feel like him getting off to such a hot start is making me like appreciate him even more because it's one thing to do what
Yeah,
Aaron Judge has done in such a short amount of time in the league, but it's also like he in baseball years he's technically old technically, right? Like he's on the
yeah.
latter end of his prime, and like a person like me walking into the season, I'm like kind of holding my breath, like waiting for the decline to happen, and the decline being like 25
Mm,
home runs, maybe even 30 a year. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
That's not
But
happening anytime soon.
no, bro, this guy is special. I mean,
Yeah,
there's really no other way
yeah,
to kind of describe it. He's just special. I feel like honored. I feel like I'm witnessing something special every time he comes
yeah.
up to bat. I feel like yeah, that was the case last season, but I feel like Soto did steal away some of his like aura last season. Like I was definitely looking more. Again, not taking away, Judge did something amazing last season too, but
Oh,
I
he
feel
was
like
great.
now that
Yeah,
you, I feel like now that you kind of he's the guy again, and there's no debate about it. Like I just feel grateful, bro. Like just very fortunate. The man is special, bro. Like that's the only word I could use to describe it. I don't think, bro. Like I came up watching Jeter. I came up watching A Rod, Cano, big
yeah.
dogs
It
like
feels like one of those
Caballos.
seasons. Yeah,
Oh, bro,
yeah.
like Homeboy's
Might be
about to
even
win his
better.
fourth
Yeah,
MVP, bro.
I know
Homeboy's
it's
about to win his
crazy.
fourth MVP. Emphasis
Yeah,
on fourth. I know it's the third
yeah,
technically, but it's the fourth. Like on some G shit, bro. AL MVP's already on Smash. This man has 15
yeah,
RBIs already. It's the sixth
yeah,
game of the season.
yeah. He's been crazy right now. It's
But
we
but I
gotta.
think I think what I've also started to appreciate more about Judge is not like what he does on the field. It's also like how he leads the locker room. And granted, I think I've been one of those people who's been like very critical of him on his locker room leadership. And I think it's gonna be interesting as the season progresses because I can foresee us having a conversation like this where you ask me something like this and the tone of my the tone is just gonna be different. But
Yeah,
circumstantially, right now, what Aaron Judge is doing is huge. And I don't think it's a coincidence that this is all happening, especially given how last season ended. I don't think anybody has a bigger weight on his shoulders than Aaron Judge. Like
mm,
I as a viewer, right? I am a viewer. I am a very average common man. And I lost sleep over the missed fly ball in game 5 and like losing
yeah. I
the
could
World
imagine
Series.
him.
And I am a
Yeah,
common man. Imagine being the guy who literally dropped the ball.
yeah,
And it's not just anybody who dropped the ball. It is the king of New York. Like it is the guy. Like
yeah,
arguably the biggest name in New York sports. And I said arguably because it can be argued. I don't think I mean there's an argument, but we don't have to get into that yet. But yeah, bro, like I'm surprised because it's April and he's off to a hot start, but I'm also not surprised because I know what it's like to go into anything with a chip on your shoulder. I know he read the tweets. I
Yeah,
know he listened to all the podcasts. I know he listened to the fan. Like, bro, he's our captain, but we laid it on him. We laid it on him. Thank God
yeah,
that I wasn't as confident as I am now and like posting shit on social media because I would have gone off on it. Gone off to the point where I wouldn't have felt comfortable answering the question that you asked me of what do I like I would have had to stand on business that Aaron Judge was above. That's how pissed I was after he dropped the fly ball.
yeah. It was bad. It was a bad
New
postseason.
but new year, new season. Like that's the thing too. Like
Yeah,
last year is last year, and you can't carry last year into this year. So this year is a brand new slate. I truly, truly believe Aaron Judge is gonna win a ring with the New York Yankees. It's basically deja vu all over again with Alex Rodriguez, who had very shitty postseasons for many, many years, but was a regular season god. It's coming, and the way this season is shaping up, because again, a very big reason why I'm falling in love with this team is because if Aaron Judge is starting like that, bro, I think he's gonna break his own American League home run record. And I think if he continues on this trajectory, we might be putting his name next to Barry Bonds. Like I think he can hit 80
yeah.
with
That's
these
that's what he's
sticks.
looking like right now. Yeah,
Like
Barry
I
Bonds
think
is
he
like,
can hit 80.
yeah, yeah. Barry Bonds
And
is
that's a lot.
another like, yeah. I don't know if he'll ever get to Barry Bonds, but I think he'll be like right under, which
Oh,
is that's an
I don't
accomplishment
mean
enough. Yeah,
in itself exactly. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Like I
yeah.
don't think he'll catch up to
That's
Barry, but I mean
yeah,
like with the single season home run record, I think for the first time we'll see somebody at least have his name
good.
next to Bonds. Like, can he get there? And I
Yeah,
think I don't see any young guys right now that are like cranking balls like Aaron Judge or a Giancarlo Stanton. So like we need to appreciate what Aaron Judge is doing right now because like as of right
yeah.
now, I don't
We're
see
not
a
seeing it for a
second
while.
coming.
Yeah,
Bro, because look,
no,
if you see the changing of the guards, like Giancarlo Stanton was still in his prime when Aaron Judge broke into the league. So we had like a changing of the guards. It's not happening after Judge is done, or at least from what I've seen. But I love Aaron Judge, bro. Like
yeah.
I truly feel
No,
like
he's been
Soto
amazing.
being here last year, it made me diminish his value to this team. But I love Aaron Judge, and
Yeah,
all is forgiven on my
bro.
end. I just need him to continue.
Bro, he's hitting 417, 5 home runs, 15 RBIs, a 1648 OPS. That's insane, bro. He's
Bro,
what 3 for 5 tonight with another
four
3
for
run home
five.
run.
Yeah, 4 for
Four,
5.
monster, bro,
Bro, it's
monster.
wild. It's wild.
Tell me about these other guys. How has Freed look? How has Devin Williams look? How has Goldschmidt, um, Bellinger? How you feeling about the new addition so far?
Goldie, 2 thumbs up 1 weekend. 2 thumbs up.
Yeah,
Yo, bro, it's so funny. And listen to why I'm giving him the 2 thumbs up. 30-year-old
yeah,
man, he's doing what's asked of him, right? But it's these little things that I pick up on that really matter the most to me. So obviously, from the fifth inning in the World Series, I'm traumatized anytime there is a ground ball to first base and the pitcher has to go cut. I'm traumatized. Brother, there was a softly hit ground ball today, like in the eighth inning when they plugged them in there. And yo, a beeline to first base. And I just appreciated that so much. So, like, from an effort standpoint and just from a performance standpoint, 2 thumbs up
yeah.
for Goldschmidt. Now, Cody
The
Bellinger,
37-year
I'll give
old
him
Paul Goldschmidt. Yeah,
37, exactly. Now, Cody
yeah,
Bellinger, he'll get 1 thumbs up out of me. Defense, 10 out of 10. I love it. From a defensive standpoint, I love it. He only gets
yeah,
1 thumbs up from me because it's an adjustment period right now. I can tell that he's still figuring it out in the play. Like there's a very high chase rate, which is expected. I knew that with Cody Bellinger was going to come a lot of chasing, a lot of strikeouts. You got to take the good with the bad, but I'm not gonna be that critical of him. The defense is compensating. I see him like I see the vibes he's bringing into the dugout. Like I love the camaraderie I'm seeing between the boys, and like he's always in the thick of it. I think the hitting is going to come around. And once the hitting comes around and you put that together with the defense and the good vibes, I really think he's going to
Yeah.
end up being a very big fan favorite. I think he's going to manipulate Yankee Stadium. He could very easily hit 35 home runs this season. He just needs to get it together. I'm giving him all of April to kind of get his bearings like in order. Max Fried,
Yeah.
I give him half a thumbs up. The start, the first round around that lineup was excellent. I loved what I saw, but he still like you could still tell he's in spring training form. So I want again very like long leash, but the
Yeah.
stuff is stuffing, bro. Like his curveball is so good
It's
when it
beautiful. Yeah.
bro, when it comes out, but like that's what I'm saying. Like you
Yeah.
could tell he's still like working the kinks on stuff because the first 3 innings, that curveball was lethal. By the fourth, fifth, we were struggling to get that extra couple inches of drop. But I know that's just repetition and kind of getting his routine in. So I feel good about him. Devin Williams gets a quarter of a thumbs up, and he only gets a quarter of the thumbs up because I know what he's capable of. But what he did to me in
Yeah.
opening day, you don't do that to people. Like you can't be doing that. There's no reason for that because I just escaped an abusive relationship with Clay Holmes, and then like you get this nice, beautiful, like young lady and Devin Williams. I'm obviously saying an analogy, and you get excited because you're like, all right, this is gonna be our closer of the future, right? This is gonna be our closer of the
Yeah.
future, and then bases loaded, no outs. Not a fan of that. But again, it's also
Got
there's
out of it.
also like the narrative of that game for him was crazy too. Like his debut in Yankee Stadium. His debut in Yankee Stadium is versus his former team. And I got to give credit to the Brewers. Their scouting report was top tier. They did not swing at any pitch that was not his changeup. They were literally up there just waiting for the changeup. They just didn't execute. Like, no lie, the Brewers
Yeah.
could have done it to us in opening day. But Devin Williams shoved, and I appreciate that. I appreciate anybody who does not fold in high leverage situations. Now, granted, in that moment, I'm not going to lie to you. I thought about the Pete Alonso moment from last year. I thought about it. It was
Oof.
hard not to. But the broadcast also brought it up,
Beautiful,
so it was hard
beautiful,
not
beautiful
to.
moment. Yeah.
But again, I genuinely think that that's another guy who's carrying a really big chip on his shoulder because of that. And I'm really excited for him to come back from paternity leave and really like get to where he needs to get. But I am fully
Yeah, I
prepared
was
for him
wondering where
to
he
give me a
was.
couple
Okay,
heart
so
attacks.
he's on paternity. Okay.
Yeah, he should
That
be
makes
back. I
that
would
makes sense.
say probably for the Tiger series. I'm sure they're gonna give him off throughout the Pittsburgh series. But yeah, bro, like new guys, I give it a thumbs up. I again, bro, like I really like the team overall. I like the way we're
Yeah.
looking right now.
How about one more Yankee guy. How about Dominguez? What do you think?
It's coming, bro. It's coming. It's coming together. Look,
I
look
see
at
it.
me.
He had a
I
good
like
game
you say
today.
his name. You see his
Yeah.
name. You say his name, and I start cheesing, bro. Like I'm all in, bro. Like I don't care if we fall on our face. Like I'm willing to bite the bullet, but I am so in on the kid. I think the Yankees are going about it the right way too, where they're not just giving it to him. They're like letting him earn it. Like they do this thing where they'll do like a defensive replacement after like the eighth inning and stuff like that.
Excuse me.
After he gets like his three
Yeah.
at bats. But today they let him play the entire game, which is nice. So to me, that's showing like, look, we're rewarding you. He did his thing. But I want to see him really emphasize the defensive part. I think the swing, bro. If there's anybody on this team that has a really, really, really long leash, it's Jason Dominguez. Next year,
He
I'll be
should.
more critical of him. But again,
Yeah.
I know what to expect from rookies. Yes, he's been in the MLB before, but he's never been in the MLB consistently in a lineup. Like he
Mm.
is building his routine as a professional right now. He's building his routine as a
Yeah.
professional starter. Like all of this stuff is going to take time and adjustments and putting it all together. So my expectation right now is that he's just putting all these things together. He's getting used to his new norm, but I strongly, strongly believe that this kid is going to be a star, bro. Like I think this kid is gonna be a hitter, bro. Like the power is there. He just needs to put bat to ball. First series against the Brewers, I felt like I did not see him pitch outside of like pitch. I didn't see him swing outside of the zone a lot. This series, I saw a little bit more of that. So you see, like I'm seeing the mental side of the game getting to him. But again, you
Yeah,
give him a long leash, you let him go out there. It's a sink or swim type of ordeal. Throw him into the deep end and let him figure it out. And I am confident that he's going to figure it out. Got the first home run out of the way, got a good base hit today. Just keep it rolling. Move the line with yourself and keep on having great days. And, expectations managed, but I think he should be a 2025. A
yeah.
25
You gotta
25
tell
player
Yankee
this
fans
year.
that. You gotta tell Yankee fans because they're out of control. I mean, I see them ripping him all the time, and I'm like, you guys are crazy.
They're casuals. They're dumb.
You guys are
This is the
absurd.
thing, bro.
Yeah,
Like, and I don't like being critical to Yankee fans in that way, but it's just the reality of our fandom. Like, I'm very curious to know what social media would have been like from 95 to like 2000 as a Yankee fan. Like, would they have been
yeah,
this way with Derek Jeter in 95 when he first came up? Would they have been this way
probably.
with Jorge Posada? And that's what I'm saying. 100%.
Yeah,
100%. I'm
yeah,
not doubting that
100%.
at all.
Yeah,
So, yeah, like Yankee fans, you got to learn how to filter them out, which is why I'm very careful with what I'm taking in from Yankee fans and who I'm choosing to interact with in these social spaces because this is another thing, bro. People like to just jump on bandwagons. Sometimes it's easy to
mm,
just rip on a rookie, right? And also, I hate to sprinkle this in here, but I love my fan base, but my fan base is racist as fuck. It's very easy to
yeah.
rip on the Dominican kid. I'm just saying. But again, neither here nor there. Yankee
Just patience.
fans like that, Yankee fans like that, to me, they're weirdos. I don't even try to give them time, attention, or energy. All they're good for is for keeping the lights on in the stadium because they're going to show up to the games. But the real ones understand that baseball is a grind, right? Like, I don't know about you, bro, and maybe I'm alone in this, but I've been taking these losses like difficult when we lose. And I hate myself for it because
It
it's like we're in single digits
sucks.
right now. But
Yeah,
again, you see these things as a viewer and it's like, and this is why I'm dying to get to the Mets because I'm so curious to know about you guys. I'm so in love with our potential because I know that there's
yeah.
like we're not peaking, right? Like last year, I saw the peak early on. I was like, we go as far as Judge and Soto. Simple. We go as far as them two guys take us, which was a
Yeah,
fact. And then luckily Giancarlo's woke up in September like he always does. But you get what I'm saying? Like this year,
yeah,
I feel good with the team as is right now. And then that just the fact that I know that there's a developmental stage from now to like end of July, that's very exciting for me. So I feel good.
yeah. Because
I feel good about the boys.
we're gonna get to the Mets, but I just want to say one more thing because I remember last year when Severino made that statement about it's just like Judge and Soto. Like whenever we had the Subway Series, I really felt that way. Like I was not worried about anybody. When I saw like JD Davis was on the lineup, I was like, I laughed because that's how bad things were. And
Bro,
you
I've
guys
never
have
been.
a
I don't know
way
if
more balanced lineup now.
I don't know if you know this, bro. There, like God was on my side for last year's Subway Series. Let me tell you what happened to me last year. Right, I was a season ticket holder. Right, so I had a Subway
Yeah,
Series game. I went with Adrian. I get to the gate. I went on the wrong day. My ticket was for the next day. Guess what ended up happening that day?
no way.
Castrated, basically. The Mets absolutely castrated the Yankees that night. I bet.
Yeah.
Whatever. Then I wake up sick the next day. I have COVID. I can't go to the game. I give my tickets away to my boy that's a Mets fan. Boy, I think y'all put up like a 7 spot in the first inning of that second game of the
Yeah,
of the
we
Subway
kind of
Series,
yeah.
bro.
There's a
It's
couple
never
games.
been a doubt. It's never been a doubt that, and this is why, like, when Mets fans, not saying you, because you've never done that, but Mets fans that try to bring up, oh, like, we were better than the Yankees last season. Like, yeah, when y'all played us, but like, I would have been curious to see the Yankees of October versus the Mets. I still think y'all would have beat us. I
Oh,
still think y'all would
yeah, I
have
think
beat
we would have
us.
won. Yeah.
I still think y'all would have beat us, but I think it would have been more competitive. Because, bro,
Oh yeah,
we
for
had
sure. Yeah,
J.D. Davis batting
I
fourth.
know,
That man was DFA'd
bro.
2 weeks later.
Yeah, he stinks. Former Met. Yeah, but
Mets
the Mets,
legend.
man. Let's talk. We could get into the Mets. Interesting week, 3-3. Uh, the Houston series was miserable. I'm gonna be honest with you. The the offense was so bad. I mean, it's just every year this team starts slow on offense, and it's so
So
frustrating
I.
because you know it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I'm gonna read you what these guys are doing right now, and this was with even with the Marlins Stadium. I mean the Marlins series. Give me 1 second here. Let me cough. All right, so Vientos right now is 2 for 24. Lindor is 2 for 20. Beatty is 1 for 14. Acuna is 2 for 11. Winker is 2 for 13, and we're 3-3. Like that's a miracle. And Pete didn't even get hot until last series, until last game really, where he carried us. Um, what's been surprising is the pitching. The pitching has actually been really good. They're fourth in ERA, and we're missing guys. Like we're missing our starters. And to see, I so Clay Holmes, I've been like a little
Been waiting for
disappointed.
this.
Yeah, a little disappointed. I need more than 4 2/3 innings. Last game versus the Marlins, the defense was just atrocious. Vientos was awful, and he definitely didn't help the situation. But is he all right? So when he was on the Yankees, was he always like somebody that like just like nibbled like around the corners and like didn't like attack?
So I was gonna.
Because
I didn't
that's what
want
I'm
to
seeing from
interrupt
him right
you.
now.
Cause let
Yeah,
me
no,
tell
go
you
ahead.
something. Be happy that Clay Holmes is off to a slow start because that's only
Yeah,
it'll only go up, right? I had a very abusive relationship with Clay Holmes on the second half. No, yeah, pretty
I don't
much all
blame
of
you.
last year, right? Pretty much
Yeah,
all of last year. But my advice to you, as somebody who has dealt with cardiac Clay, and now that he's a starter too, is what I will tell you is when he's good, he's good. Like his
yeah,
stuff is so good. I think right now what Clay Holmes is going through is something very similar to what I was just talking about with Jason Dominguez, except in reverse with a vet, right? We're talking about a guy who has had the same routine for the past 3 years coming out of the bullpen, and now you're asking for
yeah.
four and
It's a
two
whole
thirds.
new thing. Yeah,
It's a whole new world now for him, and
yeah.
I think, and I am confident that this is what's going to happen. Clay Holmes is going to be your best pitcher this year. And it's going to happen
Interesting.
sometime. It's going to happen sometime in the end of April, beginning weeks of May.
Yeah,
Because what you're asking me is, does he always nibble around the corners? What that tells me is my boy is scared. He's scared of his stuff right now. His confidence is low because the Clay Holmes I know goes right at you and lets the ball do what it
yeah,
does, which is magic
yeah,
tricks. Because, bro, I'm
yeah.
telling you, one of the most interesting rises I've ever watched in a relief pitcher is Clay Holmes. I remember watching him when we got him from Pittsburgh.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And I identified that the stuff stuffs. Like there's good stuff in his stuff. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's good stuff.
So yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally it's funny because my boy who's a Mets fan, he told me like, "Yo, what should I expect from Clay?" And I was like, "Expect nothing and be open to everything." Because if you go in with the expectation that he's gonna be great off rip, then you're bugging. You're bugging. But trust, be patient. He will
Yeah,
be
I'm gonna be
good.
patient with him.
I'm telling you, bro. Like I remember bro, he's already shown that he's more than capable because I remember he put up some really good spring training numbers early on. And again, it's spring training. Can't put too much stock on it. But the stuff is
Yeah.
there. It's gonna come. But I feel for you a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I giggle a little listening to people in pain because of Clay Holmes, but I'm more in pain for you because listening, bro, you basically said a couple people have like maybe 2 hits in their last 30 at bats. So you're telling me overall the Mets are maybe clocking in maybe 14 for their last like 90 something at bats. That's that's shitty baseball. I can't even imagine sitting and
Yeah,
watching that.
but this is what they do. This is like they'll put up a 10 spot, and then the next day they only put up 2 runs. That's like it's what they do in April. It's frustrating because I know it's happening. Um, I think another thing is like the bottom of the lineup hasn't been like consistent enough. It's like besides Torrens has actually been pretty good for us. He's been a good pickup for us. Like as a backup catcher, I think he's
Yeah.
amazing, and I think he's a starting catcher in the league. So
Mm-hmm.
he's a very interesting piece. But I don't know. I guess with Beatty and Acuna, I'd rather just see one of them play and get all the at bats than platoon them because when that's not
Mm-hmm.
going to accomplish anything. They have to sink or swim. It's time, and excuse me, it's frustrating. It's frustrating with that because they both need those at bats to see what they got.
They righty
Um,
lefty.
when yeah,
I hate that.
Beatty's
I that
lefty.
that
I know
That's why I
it's the
can't
worst.
stand living in the age of analytics, bro, because like
Yeah,
I feel you on that. Like right now, same with Oswaldo Cabrera right now. When they started Reyes, I was like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? Just give him all the at bats. I really don't understand. Like, I get the analytics, and I want to hear your take on this, but like,
yeah,
I'm a creature of habit, personally. And I
yeah,
feel like every human being is. I don't understand. I feel your frustration because, especially with young guys, it's like you're
yeah.
not gonna get the
That's the
best
thing,
out of these guys.
right?
You're not gonna do it,
Yeah,
especially when
I,
like
I
there's nothing worse than coming into the stadium and you're like, am I playing or not? Like it's good to know every day, like no matter if I'm good or bad, I'm gonna get my at
yeah,
bats.
I'm still gonna play. Yeah, for like I because they do the same thing with Winker and Marte, and that's fine because they're veterans. So that's like the
Mm-hmm.
DH. That's how they split it up as well. But like it's time for Beatty and Acuna to show something because if we're gonna trade for anybody, those are the guys that are gonna be in those trade talks. So
Speaking of trade talks, I know we're still
yeah,
like kind of breaking down the Mets, and I want to get back to it because I have some questions about an old friend.
yeah, yeah.
But I heard from Mets fans that y'all gonna sell the farm and try to get Sandy Alcantara at the deadline.
Yes,
That's
that's
what I
been the
heard.
yeah. So like I actually went to go see him on Tuesday, like in person. He still has the stuff. And then what was weird was the players they were talking about it openly, like about trading for him. It's crazy because he's gone. He's 110% gone. They have to get him. He's the guy that they need. Perfect guy that they need. Still in his like a young age where you can build on his future and the stuff is great, man. 99 like he just paints. Right now he's excuse me. Right now he's on a pitch count because he's coming back from injury. So I don't think the trade is going to happen anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the guy I want the Mets to get, and I think that's the guy that they're targeting.
Are you
It's going to be
concerned
interesting.
about?
But that's
Are you concerned
like
about
the
anybody in the league maybe being able to? Because again, I think the one weakness that the Mets have for a player of that caliber is having to compete with. Because bro, I think we need to just really quick trading for a pitcher is the equivalent in the MLB to like that Rudy Gobert trade in the NBA. If you catch my drift, like you got to give up a lot
yeah
to
yeah
get one of
yeah
these top end starters. So like, is there any adversaries in the MLB that you look at and it's like, I think this team could be competitive and they could outbid us? Because I think the one weakness the Mets have, although like it's funny, although Juan Soto chose the Mets because of their farm system, like one of the reasons is because of their farm system, it can
yeah.
be argued that
They got a couple
it is
guys. They
one
got
of
a couple
your
guys.
a couple, but it like to
Yeah,
gut your system for this one guy. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's very few teams out there that can gut their system, gut it for a guy
and
like
still be
Sandy,
okay.
and still
Yeah,
not feel like they just gutted it. You guys going to get somebody like Sandy is like y'all putting all the chips in. I have a team in
I
mind
don't.
that I
I don't think so.
genuinely. You
I don't
think
think
you're
so.
thinking who I'm thinking? You're thinking who I'm thinking?
The other team.
Who? Yeah, yeah. Who you think I'm
Don't
thinking?
say the Dodgers because if the Dodgers get out,
Absolutely
I
not.
would murder somebody. Okay.
Oh, I will stop watching baseball if the Dodgers get Sandy.
Yeah, that'd be. Who are you thinking about? What? NL or AL?
Yeah, for sure.
The Yankees?
And it's not us. It's not us. Not.
Oh,
How
Boston.
wish. I really think
Boston
they
has the
are, bro.
prospects,
That's why I think
and he's
so. I
Dominican
think they
too.
will. I
Yeah,
think they will do it, bro, and it makes sense. I think the only edge you guys have is maybe his desire to want to be a Met. That would be the
that'd
only
be.
thing.
Oh no,
And I
they
could
have
see a
the best.
world.
Their prospects are insane. Yeah, but I think we have a good enough farm system where it won't like gut us. Also, his contract is really good. Like he just really signed an extension recently, so he
Yeah.
won't be a UFA until 2028.
Oh, that's great. You got a good bang for
It's
your buck for
amazing.
the next 3 years, and you're
Yeah.
gonna get
So,
the best out of
but
him
if
for the
you're
next
gonna,
3 years.
yeah, if you're gonna gut your your prospects or whatever it was called, that's
Mm-hmm.
that's the guy you want to do it for because the contract that you're getting him for 3 years on
Mm-hmm.
an amazing price. It's right here. It's a 17 million a year that he's gonna make
Oh my god,
going
that's a
forward.
freaking steal.
It's a steal, bro.
And then on top of that, it's a
That's the guy I
movable
really want.
contract. It's a movable contract in
Yes.
the third year, depending on what you do in those 2 years of control that you do have him. That's no
Yeah.
lie, bro. Y'all gonna get him. Y'all gonna get him. Y'all don't have
I
anything
think
to
so.
lose, and y'all got the money. Y'all got the money. Y'all just gonna
We
freaking
need him.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because who is your
We need
ace right
him.
now? Is it Senga? Senga?
With Manaya hurt.
I
Yeah.
forgot y'all had him.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all need. You
Excuse
guys
me.
need like a strong number one. That's not just a strong number one,
Yeah.
but like a name, a leader of the staff. But then I asked that
Yeah.
question: do you view Sandy as a staff leader? Because I think that's another thing
Oh
that
yeah.
people kind of forget about when we're talking about what an ace stands for. Like being an ace isn't just the guy who pitches the first game of the season or shit like that. Like an ace is like an actual leader that's gonna like put the guys in line. And again, I'm only asking because you would know better than me. I don't watch NL baseball unless like they're playing the Yankees. Like you've watched Sandy Alcantara since his career started. I don't.
Yeah. He's a
And
dog.
again, when we're talking about character, we're obviously talking about on the field character, like based on what
Yeah.
we the viewers see. So like I don't watch enough Sandy. The only bit of Sandy that I've seen is when he took a dump on the bed in the WBC 2 years ago, which I
Yeah.
don't
That was
judge him
rough.
for
That's
that. He
yeah.
was
That don't
hurt,
count.
obviously. That's all it was. He was
Yeah.
hurt. But you get what I'm saying? Like, do you think he can be that guy for the Mets?
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's a dog. He's when he's healthy, he's like a 9 inning guy. Like he can go deep into games, and his like, there's no off the field stuff for him. You don't hear anything about him like at all. And I'm out here in Miami, so like if he was wilding, you would like hear about it from somewhere.
That's a fact.
You
Nah,
don't hear
that's
a
a
peep about him. So I think he'd be perfect. That'd be my number one trade like guy to get. And I'm willing to give up whoever.
Jet Williams.
You have to. Jet Williams, I mean Brandon Sporite would be one I would think about. Cuz I don't know if you ever seen like him like he throws like 99 100 and he throws gas. He's good.
The only
He
Mets prospect in my like radar is that Jet Williams guy, which is the only reason why I
yeah.
mentioned him. Which is why I'm saying like
Yeah.
I just don't like if y'all do it, it's that as like you're gutting the system, and it's like we're trying to win
Yeah.
right now, and it's not even
But remember also the good thing about Steve Cohen is he'll buy like you can buy prospects by taking on like bad contracts because that's what he did for
Mhm.
Scherzer and Justin Verlander. That's how we got Acuna and
Actually forgot about that.
yeah, it's still to be determined with the farm system, but I also trust David Stearns too. I just think he's a baseball genius.
I also don't think you guys are in business to take over New York to be a prospect hugger. I think in business to try to take the whole
No,
thing.
they
So
have to
I
win.
think
Yeah, they have to
it's
win a
a
World Series.
dub. It's a dub for all that.
Yeah,
Now I respect it, bro. Like on some real shit. Like this is why I like listening, like to you, because again, it's all competition at the end of the day. But I can't help but like kind of glaze what the Mets are doing. Like again, it has to happen. You need to go on the field and do it. But like
Yeah,
just the way they're
it's about time.
they're operating. I don't even know if you know this
Yeah,
too.
it's
I used to work with the son of the former ownership, and the way y'all
Wilpon,
used to, yeah, the way y'all were ran before makes all the sense just based on like my short time working
the
with his
worst,
son.
bro.
Bro, it was
They were
literally
the
ran like
worst.
it was a piggy bank. Like it was literally pinching
Yeah,
pennies in a big market. And I realize that now just seeing how Steve Cohen moves. Like this is wild. So I'm happy for y'all.
you,
I'm
you,
happy for y'all.
you know what my hot take is that if we didn't have Wilpon, Alex Rodriguez would have been a Met.
Hell, you bro,
Yeah,
I've never
he
seen a
was dying
man
to be a Met. He was
I've
begging to
never
be a
seen
Met.
a man on camera from like the
Yeah.
90s being like, I want to be a Met. Like, I love the Mets.
Oh
I
my
grew up
God,
watching Keith
bro.
Hernandez was my favorite player.
Imagine
I
him on that
actually,
against you guys in a Subway Series. That would have been the craziest
bro,
World Series ever.
bro, forget that, bro. Forget that. Because I think even that, I mean, yes, that would have been crazy. But again, remember, A Rod, when he first came
Yeah.
into the
Or even the
playoffs,
06, 07 team. Yeah, that's
that's
true.
the team that I would have loved to see A Rod, bro. What? Where? Like, and then just think about like A Rod at short, probably Reyes at second, David Wright at third,
Oh my
Chatcho.
God. Delgado at
What?
first. And then Beltron. Oh my Jesus.
Deluca?
Oh my
Fuck. What was the catcher's name? Paul
Oh
Deluca?
my
Was that his
God.
name?
Yeah, DeLuca. Yeah,
Loduca?
yeah, yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
my God.
god! And then who was your outfield that year too? Beltron, Andy
Yeah.
Chavez. I forgot who else. Yo, bro, listen, the Wilpons,
That
bro.
was one of my favorite teams, bro.
I don't think you
I
really
hate the
like. Sometimes
Wilpons.
maybe growing up is like starting to get more into the financial side of baseball and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So like, it's crazy to grow up and kind of like your frontal lobe gets fully developed, and you're like, oh, the Mets been working like the Mets been moving like a poverty franchise, but we're in a big ass market. Like is
It's
wild.
been
I
so
feel
bad.
for y'all. I feel for y'all. But
It's
better
been
days are here. Better days are here. Who
Yeah, yeah.
cares?
And
Fuck the Will
speaking
Ponds
of better
anyways.
days, let me give you my Juan Soto experience so far in his
Isn't it
first week.
wonderful?
It's like the numbers are not crazy, but it's just the at bats. Like he does not swing at balls,
It's the
if it's
best.
called a strike, it's because it's not a strike because it's
Mm-hmm.
his eye is I've never seen anything like this like on a day-to-day basis. It's just it could be like 2 inches off the plate and he'll know it's a ball and he won't swing. And that first game, that was him being very antsy because I've never seen him swing at a pitch like that from Hader, that 3-2. Like that was
Mm-hmm.
so out of character. But it's gonna give so many like Alonso had a monster game yesterday, and he's starting to pick it up because teams are gonna pitch around Soto. That's just the reality of it because of the gravity. And when excuse me, and when Lindor picks it up, when Vientos, when everybody starts to gel, it's going to be a scary offense because
Yeah.
then you can't just pitch around Soto anymore. Then you're going to have to pitch to Soto if Lindor is on fire, if Vientos picks it up. It's it's incredible. I know this. He only has like one home run so far, and that was a bomb, by the way. But
I'll
just
watch
seeing how
that.
he manipulates the strike zone as a hitter, it's insane. It's 1-of-1. Like Judge is obviously the better player, but like
Mm-hmm.
the way he manipulates the strike zone it's something I've never seen before. It's
When
incredible to
people
watch.
when people so far, like, I'm sure you've dealt with this too. I'm sure there's been a couple people that have asked you, because you're like, to everybody in your life, you're probably like the Mets fan. So they're gonna come to you and ask
Yeah,
you and be like, "Yo, you really think we should have paid that guy $800 million?" When people ask me that, I tell them, go watch a Juan Soto at bat. If you're a real baseball knower, go watch a
yeah,
Juan Soto at bat. He doesn't need to hit a home run 500 feet. He doesn't need to hit a double 100 miles off the bat. just watch him take pitches, and what you just said, the way he
Yeah.
forces them to do exactly what he wants, it is one
Yeah.
of the most beautiful things I have ever witnessed in baseball. Like the thing that I miss the most in this week, like the most absent thing to me has been looking forward to those quality at bats, because it's like when Aaron Judge comes up to
Every
bat,
at bat.
your expectation is he's gonna hit a bomb. With Juan Soto,
Yeah.
it was just what is he gonna do? It's like it's
Yeah.
it's literal chess between a batter and a pitcher,
In the pitcher.
and both of
Yeah.
them know. They both know, but it's like that's not the case with everybody else who comes after. He's a very special
Yeah.
talent, and I'm genuinely, bro. Like you have not seen anything yet.
I
Oh
know. I'm
my
excited,
god,
bro.
bro! Like
Yeah.
I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not jealous about a lot of things, but what I am jealous about is the fact that you get 15 years of witnessing those types of at bats. Because
Yeah.
it's
And he's only
wild,
gonna
bro.
get
Like,
better.
oh my
Yeah.
god, wait till he hits his prime. That's gonna be nuts.
I know. I can't
I
wait,
did, I
man.
did, I did want
But
to
I'm
ask you a question from something from
yeah,
earlier.
talk to me.
Um, we were talking about the torpedo bat and stuff like that. And it made me think about how you brought up a good point, because I forget, like you used to play baseball, I used to play baseball, so like
Yeah, we
there's
know. Yeah.
another interesting perspective to all of this. And you being a pitcher, you were like, oh, like that's some cheat code shit, like these guys are using these like softball looking wooden bats. So my rebuttal to that is, shouldn't we legalize spider tack for pitchers now?
Yes. It's
Like
a
what's the
a
difference?
the way they like decide when they want to like last year what they did with Diaz was so frustrating because there was other players who they'll be like, okay, just wash it off and then come back.
Mm-hmm.
Then with other players, they'll just be like, no, you're done. You're suspended 10 games. There's no consistency with the rule, and it's actually, if you ask hitters, they would rather them use that because at least they know where the ball is going,
Yeah.
and they don't have to worry about getting drilled by 100-mile-an-hour pitch. If there's no like, just let them have it, bro. Who cares? Honestly, it's it's dumb. Like, if you're gonna have the bats, cool, have the bats. More offense is better for baseball. It's more fun. So I'm all for it. Why not?
Honestly, I asked because I feel like this guy Trevor McGill got a lot of pushback for his comments on the torpedo bats when they first became kind of a big deal. And his
Yeah,
quote was something along the lines of, and I'm not quoting him like word for word, but it was something along the lines of like, oh yeah, like it's the Yankees, so they'll probably get away with it or something like that. But it's obvious, like very obvious displeasure on that. And I feel for him, because it's like you're
yeah.
taking
As a
all the
pitcher, I get it.
you're taking all the advantages away from pitchers, but you're giving all these
Yeah,
advantages to hitters. And it's like, I get it,
just make it
right?
even.
And I think this is when MLB, because look, I as a viewer, I feel like I have a job and a duty to fulfill in protecting our product as a whole when speaking about it. But in this situation, it's hard not to be critical about the product when, like you said, there's no consistency with anything, right? So, like, if we're going to give
Yeah,
advantages to hitters with these special bats, right? Like, it's just an enhancement to the bat. Isn't that all Spider Tack is? It's enhancements to the pitches. And again, like you said
exactly.
last year, I did notice a lot of that too. Like, what is the criteria to get suspended? Because I saw a lot of that too. Like, oh, like it's just sweat, so just rub it off, or like how can we really identify what's what and stuff like
Yeah,
that? And like the whole thing with the rosin and
there's no
stuff like that,
consistency. Yeah,
like eventually you put enough sweat mixed with rosin, it can create some kind of something, or at least that's what pitchers are
yeah,
saying. So like to me, it's all
yeah.
stupid. But now I think the torpedo back kind of
Agreed.
coming to the forefront. I think it's gonna be hard to rule against pitchers wanting to use spider tech, and I'm actually really surprised pitchers haven't been more vocal about that. Because I think if there's ever been a time
Yeah,
to kind of put that out there, and again, I think it goes back to protecting the shield and the brand that is the MLB. Like
yeah.
your own players
But who's
can't be talking against it.
who, Yeah, who's like an outspoken pitcher in the game,
Well, we don't have him anymore. Not it would have been Trevor
right?
Bauer.
I think the closest would be what Garrett Cole, maybe like that
You
speaks.
consider him
I don't know,
outspoken?
like not outspoken, but like I guess like a voice that people would like when he speaks, people would listen. I guess I don't know. Pitchers don't
Yeah.
talk. They don't talk to
I
anybody.
see what you mean. What like when you're saying that right now, like the only pitcher that I feel like has any type of activity on social networks and like he'll say something and it's more like from a like it's more witty than anything is like Blake Snell maybe.
Yeah,
But that's because of like his age range and stuff like that. But I wouldn't.
right.
I mean, I would listen if Snell
Like
came out and
Skeens
said,
or
"Oh yeah, Skeens." I mean, Skeens is kind of
yeah.
being
He's too
polished to
young
be
though.
the
He's too young.
next. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, the fact that you even mention and throw Skeens' name in there, I think it adds more truth to the fact that they're definitely polishing him to be the next face of the MLB as far as like from a pitching standpoint. Like they're trying to market
Yeah,
pitching and
they need
that's
it.
who they're going to
They need
use.
it.
I think they're picking the wrong guy. That man does not look like he wants to be in front of a camera anytime
I know
he's
he
in
looks like
front
he
of
hates
one.
it.
But I
Yeah,
get it. I get it. Future Yankee, by the way, inevitable. Unless y'all
you think
outbid
so?
us, which
Yeah.
very possible.
I mean,
No,
whoever
but I mean, look
he's
at.
not staying in. He's not staying in Pittsburgh. That's for sure.
Did you see his comments already to the owner? That man
Now what he
basically
said.
told them to spend. He basically told them to spend.
Yeah,
He told
that's
them to
good.
spend
They need
without
that.
going word for word saying spend. So he gone in a couple years. I wonder what the haul for him is
Yeah.
going to be. I'll
Oh,
trade Jason
speaking of
Dominguez for
comments,
him. I love you, Dominguez, but
did
I
you
would
see?
trade you for schemes. I'm kidding.
I mean, I think anybody would do that for sure.
It's
Did
not
you
going to
see what
happen.
Jackson Merrill? You saw what Jackson Merrill
Yes.
said about the Soto comments?
Yes.
Bro, shut up, bro. Nobody's offering you $700 million. Like, if you want to be happy and take that cheap ass contract because you don't want to wait to make money, then good for you, bro. Stay with the team. But sliding somebody for making a business decision that clearly worked for them, like, get out of here, bro. That it made me more mad because if like why he didn't say anything about Otani. Otani's making around 700. I mean, he didn't say the name specifically, but we knew who he was talking about. Like now, all of a sudden, it's outrageous.
It feels very MAGA-esque, if you ask me. But
Yeah,
let me not
it like,
spread rumors. My comment to that and my response to him even going there, right? Because if he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing, right? Because you see how you can say
he didn't have to say that. Nobody asked him that.
You get what I'm saying? Like he really went out of his way to do that, and it's like again, you're leaving it up to us to assume who it is. We know it's not Otani. We know it's not Otani.
Yeah, it's not Otani. Yeah.
My take on that is why are you even giving your 2 cents where like you're not even there, kid? And I'm not even gonna go to your
good
extent
kid,
to be
player.
like,
yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. Like, bro, like you're saying like that cheap ass contract. Listen, bro, that man signed for $200 million, and we don't know if he'll be in the league in 3 or 4 years. We really don't know because I've seen this too many times. You remember what was his name from the Pittsburgh Pirates? Polanco. You remember him, Gregory Polanco?
Yeah.
I'll never forget when he signed his extension, $90 million. Never heard from him again after the World Baseball Classic. I mean, and I
don't slight him because I don't slight him for the contract because arbitration is ridiculous. It's like,
I would have taken it too. I would have taken it too, but
you're not because he made it seem like you're not that guy. You're not going to get a $700 million contract. Excuse me, in 4 or 5 years. Like, come on, bro, cut it out.
And bitch, if you weren't, you not staying in San Diego for less. You a whole liar. You a liar.
Yeah.
Bro, San Diego offers you $300 million and Philadelphia offers you $500. You're gonna stay in San Diego because you built get out of here. If you're telling me it's a $25 million difference, then all right, bet. Because what was it that he signed for? 10? What was it? 10 years? It was a 10-year, right?
Yeah, it was like an 11-year deal.
So you get what I'm saying? If we're talking about a $25 million differential over 11 years and you divide that, then all right. I get you staying for loyalty. Brother, nobody else in the MLB was going to offer you 200 million. You took that because it was the right thing to do. Those comments just, again, it takes me back to
Yeah,
being, it just felt very MAGA-esque. Unnecessary.
It was 9 years, $135 million.
135.
Not even 200.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Then, yeah. I mean, bro, be happy you got that. Congrats.
yeah. Good for the
But
Padres. Good for the Padres, by the way.
But also, I'm glad
Yeah.
to see other
But also,
teams
shut up, bro.
doing the Braves.
Come on.
It's
Yeah,
nice to see
yo,
other
the
teams doing what the
Braves.
Braves do.
Yo, oh my god, what the
Talk
Braves
about it.
did to Acuna and Ozzy Albies should
Albie,
be Albies. It should be investigated. Seriously,
the Albies one really
it,
needs to be investigated because that
that it
was
was like,
disrespectful. Wasn't it 5 over
bro.
25?
I'm gonna look it up right now.
I'm pretty sure Albies was 5 over 25 or some outlandish
Yo,
or 5 over 45.
7 years for $35 million.
What are taxes
That is
like in
insane,
Atlanta?
bro.
I'm genuinely curious to know what that is after taxes because he's bringing in
My
5
brother,
million after taxes.
yeah, my brother lives in Atlanta. It's pretty good. It's not like Florida. Where Florida is tax free. Let me see Acuna,
I feel
bro. It's
Albies though,
insane.
bro. I feel him though. You
I
from
get
the
it though,
trenches, bro.
because I mean, even look at Tatis. What Tatis got? What 300 mil?
280, if I remember
280,
correctly.
and he would, yeah, and he would have been closer to 700 than freaking Jackson Merrill.
Waited.
So
He should have waited.
yeah, Tatis is so good, bro. He's already.
How long is his contract? Because I think the duration of his contract, he'll get a free agency in his prime.
I'll tell you right now. He had a 14. It was a $340 million deal.
Oh, forget it. He is a Padre for life unless he waives that no trade clause. That is a lot of money to move. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
he's there till age 36. He's staying there.
I mean, that's good money. That's good money for a rookie.
I mean, it's great
coming off
money.
that
It's great
rookie
money.
campaign.
Yeah.
I get it.
And I don't blame him for taking that. Yeah. But the Jackson Merrill, that just like, if you want to take that contract, cool. But nobody was gonna offer you $700 million, bro. So you can miss all of us with that nonsense.
I think that's what
let's
rubbed me the wrong way the most from that comment.
Yeah, it was just a comment. It's so stupid. Like, nobody even asked you to say that. Like, why are you pocket watching,
come
bro?
now. Watch the decline.
I hope
happen
so.
now. It
I'm
always
rooting.
happens.
I'm rooting against him so hard, bro. Like, you had one good year. Like, you're a good player, but calm down. Like, you haven't proved to be even in that conversation. But
TBD.
So we'll see. So going forward, how do you feel about the next two series coming up? Who y'all playing?
So we got Pittsburgh this weekend. Then we roll into
that's beautiful.
Detroit, and then we come back home and we see Toronto, if I'm not mistaken.
Are you guys home for Pittsburgh?
No, we're away. We start a little road trip now in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we switch
to Detroit.
Yeah. How do you feel about these next two series?
I feel good. I mean, I'm excited to go get wins. I don't think they're going to be as easy as we think. I think Pittsburgh is a lot scrappier than people give them credit for, so I can expect a lot of runs in those series on both ends. Because again, I see what's happening with our bullpen. We're going to work out the kinks and we're going to keep people in games. But I feel good about the Pittsburgh series. I feel uneasy about Detroit. Detroit put up a very good fight against LA. And what they showed me in the fight that they put up is that last year wasn't a fluke, and they're going to build on what happened last year. I own a couple of players in my fantasy team from Detroit. Cole Keith, he's going to be really good. Official.
They got some young. Yeah.
And yeah, bro, like, I think that's going to be tough. I really, like, what is it? It's 9 games between then and now. 6-3. 6-3 is what I'm hoping for. Will we be 6-3? Probably not. We'll fuck around and then maybe 4-5. I can genuinely see a 4-5, but in a playing our best brand of baseball with what we have right now, 6-3. But I feel good. I'm very interested in the Toronto series. I'm interested in seeing Vladdy.
Mm,
I'm interested in
yeah,
seeing what the well, just how that lineup moves. Because right now, if you look at the standings, they in first place.
I know. We play
Um.
them. We play them tomorrow.
Oh, so I'll be watching more than likely because I need a. So
Yeah,
like Yankees play early too. We
first
play.
home
Thank
game.
God, we got a 4 o'clock game. So I will definitely be tuned in to my
Oh,
first Mets
our
game
game's at
tomorrow.
3. Our game's
Ah,
at 3, brother.
damn it! I wanted to watch,
I
but
know.
whatever. I mean,
It's
I'll
it's
watch the
it's a
highlights.
home opener. Yeah, yeah. The home
Oh,
opener
that's
tomorrow.
exciting.
Yeah, so we
Oh, I
play
forgot.
Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we switch. We switch. So y'all did the for your first 6. Um, at home, we were on the road. We're flipping it now. Where our next 6 are going to be at home against Toronto and then the Marlins. So I would like a 4-2 week. Like I want to see. Just show me something. Like show me some sort of life on offense. Because I know it's not going to fully click yet. Because I'm also interested with the Mets. Like I don't think this is going to be the final lineup that they're putting out right now. I think they're going to move guys around, and I'm not sure. Maybe Soto stays at 2. I don't know.
Where's Lindor batting right
I'm
now?
out. He's leadoff.
Do you think they're gonna move him?
He just I don't know because he just looks like he doesn't give a damn right now. Like bro,
Yo,
and
Mets
I'm
fans
not
are
gonna kill him
so
because
funny.
oh my god, it's so frustrating because you can't kill him because he's so good and what he did for us last year.
Yeah.
But it's just like we all know he doesn't care and it's so annoying. Like these games count, man. Come on, care a little bit, bro. Oh my god.
That's a
And
hard
then
thing to
he had
explain
a
to people.
yeah. I get it's 162 games and it's a long season and but then also he had a 2-hour game that cost us that Marlins game
That
versus
was gonna
Sandy.
be my
Was
next
it?
question. Is the defense at
Yeah,
least compensating for the lack of
right.
offense?
Right now the defense has been terrible. Like Vientos and Lindor have been uncharacteristic. Like Vientos, you know that's going to be the struggle, but when he's not hitting, it's like, bro, you got to hit because your defense is not like that.
I heard they laid it on him for not
Yeah,
busting out the line. I think that's a great thing
yeah.
already as like a
No, it's good.
culture. Cause
Yeah, like Lindor told him.
my biggest thing, yeah, like my biggest thing with the Yankees is that we don't do that enough.
Yeah,
Like that's how I knew Glaber was gone. When Boone like showed him out in front of everybody and all the cameras, I was like, that man is not coming back because they done with him.
yeah.
But it's like,
They
why did
don't
we
do
let
that.
it get
Yeah,
here? Yeah, why did we let it get here? So seeing you guys like
yeah,
address it like immediately to the point
yeah.
that the
That's
media
Lindor.
picked it up right away. So it's the little
Yeah, that's
things.
Lindor. Yeah, that's why I love Lindor. He's the guy. Like he's the leader for sure. Like even with Soto coming in, like he's gonna do his thing, but it's
Whose team is
Lindor's
it?
team. He's the
If
captain.
I had to ask you, whose team is it?
Oh, Lindor. I think from a leadership standpoint, but like obviously Soto's the guy. But from like that clubhouse, they're riding for Lindor.
I'm surprised they haven't put a C on his chest yet. He definitely
They
deserves
should.
it.
Yeah, he deserves it. I don't know what they're waiting for. They should definitely do that. They should definitely do that. But I'm hoping I'm hoping he has a good series at home, or at least these next few games where they can show something. But
I
we'll see,
think
man.
the crowd is gonna show him love. They're gonna give him the
Oh
Trey
yeah,
Turner
yeah,
thing. Like,
yeah. The My Girl song that he does. Oh, they're gonna go crazy.
bro, you
I
know it,
can't
bro.
wait. I love afternoon games because I can watch them at work and it's the best. It's just like I'm so tuned in. It's the
So I
best.
don't I think this is a good time for me to mention this to you, but since like I'm streaming and I'm like really heavy on that, like I've like made it a point. I genuinely think I'm only going to like 2 Yankee games this year. One of which like I'm making it more of a point to be at Citi Field this year than anything, but I'm gonna
Mm,
go to a Subway Series game, my first one ever since last year was a dud because I went on the wrong day by accident. We don't
yeah.
talk about that, but
Damn, I might have to fly out.
oh, bro, that would be so good. I don't know if Adrian
Yeah,
told you
we're gonna
about
have
the
to do
thing he's
something.
doing. Yeah, bro, like I'm genuinely like looking forward to it. Like, bro, listen, not a hater.
It's gonna
I
be
might get a
crazy.
lot of shit. I might get a lot of shit and say that I'm a Mets glazer, but it's just, bro, like I know what I
Yeah, I think
like and
other
I know
Yankee
what I
fans will be
don't like.
disappointed in you.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck though. Like I'm me. I'm gonna always
Yeah,
be me. I don't do and I
yeah.
don't
No,
say
you're
what
rational.
I don't like I don't come on here, right? And I think that's why I I'm making it such a point to be me because Yankee fans are bullies. They will bully you into believing an opinion. And I will be the first to say Yankee Stadium sucks compared to Citi Field.
Thank you. It's
I said it. I
trash.
don't care. I don't care. I
Yeah,
love Citi Field.
City
I
Field is
love watching games at Citi
amazing.
Field. Don't get me wrong. I've never watched a Yankee game over there. But bro, I'm a baseball fan. I go watch all my favorite players from the NL in Citi Field.
Yeah,
And now my favorite
I
Dominican player plays there. That shit hasn't changed. I seen somebody talking about it was actually your favorite Yankee commentator, Steve McPherson. Really good interview though
oh
that he
my
did with
god.
the Whistle Sports. It's a good like it's a Mets and Yankee fan like talking about everything that's happening.
Yeah,
Very similar to what we're doing, but there was like a
like
one-off.
us.
We're
Yeah,
yeah, like us exactly. But
yeah,
bro, this man was on some like all like yeah, like Juan Soto was a rental. It is what it is. But that whole it's okay that you left the Yankees. Like, nah, you're not good in the Bronx. Who the fuck are you to say if he's good in the Bronx or not? He's very good in the Bronx. He took us to the World Series. That's one. He's a Dominican man. He is more than welcome in the Bronx. And secondly, that type of like stuff that is spewed by like Yankee talking heads, like bro, fans really
yeah.
like they're
They die
really
for that shit.
influenced by that. But I'm
Yeah,
also here to tell you, like, it's okay to like what you like. I love Yankee Stadium. I think Yankee Stadium is awesome because
I haven't
I'm a
been in a
Yankee
while.
fan and
Yeah,
I mean, bro, for some you gotta understand, bro, you're a Mets fan. You have Citi Field. You go from Citi Field to Yankee Stadium, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this dumb? For what you pay and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
non-biased, bro, it's lit over there. The music is fire. The interaction. The only thing that I do think is corny is the dancers. I think that's
Oh yeah,
mad corny,
it's
but
dumb.
to each
Yeah,
its own. But bro, no
I don't
lie,
care
the
about that.
lights,
Yeah,
the visual, the production, and you see me like I
bro. The
appreciate this.
food. Do you see the food that they have in that place, bro?
Bro, listen, I love me a chicken bucket, but
Yeah,
bro, you can't you
like you could
can't
go on a
compare,
date there. Yeah,
bro, without even
you go on a
watching the
date there.
game. Without
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
the
Just for
game.
the food.
Like
Just
no
go for
lie
the
to me,
food,
what
bro.
I tell people is you got to be a real Yankee fan to pay to go to Yankee Stadium and really enjoy yourself because you that has got to love the team. There's nothing
Yeah.
about Yankee Stadium that's like ah. For example, what is the highlight of Yankee Stadium? And I feel like I'm rambling right now, but I gotta get this shit off my chest. You want
Get
to
it
go to
off, brother.
Monument Park, right? You want to go to Monument Park.
Yeah.
You got to get to the
That part is
stadium
cool.
at opening. You got to go to the park. Bro, you can't get in. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's like a line. It's like a 3-hour line, right? And then we're talking about the food. You want to get a 99 burger. Bro, you dead ass got to make this long ass line. Like, bro, I don't want to make a line. I don't want to do none of that
Yeah.
stuff, right? So
Missed
the
like two
things that
innings.
make like Yankees, the stuff that really makes like Yankee Stadium attractive, right? Like those little things, it's hard to get into. And then when we're starting to talk about the prices of things, and it's just nothing that special. Now, if you're sitting up close, it's very special. But who got that kind
Yeah.
of money? But I digress. Yankee fans, if you like Citi Field better than Yankee Stadium, fucking stand on business. There's nothing wrong with that. Because the truth is, it's a better field. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
much
gorgeous.
better viewer experience. But y'all wilding. Y'all security really is wilding. Like y'all dead ass check tickets even to go sit in your seat in the 500s. That I
Yeah,
agree.
that's stupid.
But outside of that, Citi Field, great stadium, great food. Mets fans are
You know what's
decent.
growing on me? Marlins Stadium is growing on me. I
Oh, I
love
love
that
Lone
stadium.
Depot. I love Lone Depot.
It's so relaxed, bro. Like Bro, I was sitting like by I was pretty much near like the third base like dugout, and I paid like $17 for each ticket. The parking costs more than my ticket, bro.
Bro, I went.
It's the best.
I witnessed Shohei Otani, the pitcher, while he was in Anaheim, like front row on the first baseline. Like
Yeah,
I could see him perspire for like $80. It was
yeah,
the greatest thing
yeah.
ever. But
It's
Low
amazing.
Depot, like as far I have a hot take too. I want to get your opinion on this. The biggest
Go ahead.
mistake that we did in New York, or not us per se, but like when they rebuilt these stadiums, not making it a dome was such a miss.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why. You went to the WBC.
Yep.
I have never heard a place so loud in my life. So
Oh my god, it's the
imagine
best.
Yankee Stadium where there's no
Closed in.
place for the sound to go except in there.
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium would be the most intimidating place to play
If
in
it was a dome.
possibly all of sports outside of
Yeah.
soccer or football, whatever. You know what I mean? Like European football and
Yeah, I
stuff
got
like
your
that.
point. Yeah.
But bro,
Yeah.
us in a dome, or even imagine a playoff game in City Field,
Yeah, in a
and that
dome.
place was domed with the oh my god Mets.
Yeah.
Ay, mi madre.
Yeah.
What are you guys? What's your
Yeah.
identity this year?
Like in terms of what? Like what
I don't know. Like
our
that was the
best
oh my god Mets. Like, do you guys have like a prop
Oh
this year? I still been
no,
waiting for
they'll
what
figure
our
it out.
thing is.
Bro, I'm telling you because he didn't come until like I believe it was like May or June. Iglesias, and we had like Joey Wendell who sucked. Like he didn't do
Hey,
anything right.
that's
Like
a former all-star, bro.
bro. He'll come into the game and like be in for defense and make an error, and then like miscue on like in the base path. It was terrible. They're gonna find they'll find something.
Yeah, bro.
They'll find
Right now, you
something.
just said Joey Wendell, and it just took me back. Like I don't know why in my head I just hear Frank the Tank going
Probably a
Joey
nice guy, but
Wendell, Joey
that guy
Wendell.
that guy stunk.
I mean, he's not in the league no more. I'm pretty sure. So
Nice guy, probably a great guy, but he stunk.
hey, man, he
But
got his
yeah,
10 years of
it's
service. He was an all-star. He's
yeah.
better than
Salute to
both
him,
of
bro.
us.
Yeah. He's great. He's
But how
great.
about
But
what do you guys have on the horizon so that we can close
yeah.
out? This was
So
a
we
good
got
one today.
yeah, and I'm on my flu game over here. I'm dying over here.
Oh, you killing it, bro. You put up a 50 piece.
Yeah. So we play going forward. We have Toronto, and then we have I'm just getting it right now. Oh, Toronto, Miami, and then we play the Athletics on the road.
Ooh, game in Sacramento.
Yeah, I haven't seen the new stadium. Have you seen it?
I got a glimpse of it. I can't say that I saw it, but like I flipped the game over. I
Yeah.
saw that Soderson kid hit a bomb, and I was like, damn. But
And
I
any
see a lot of balls
any
flying
other
out that stadium.
yeah any other teams you've been watching, or you just been Yankees right now?
Nah, bro, it's really hard not to watch the Dodgers. I actually
I
have a
know.
funny story about what happened last
God
night.
damn, that's so good.
So the game ends, right? And I'm here editing and doing my thing or whatever, and I get the notification on my phone that says, "Oh, extra innings. Otani's gonna come to bat." Bro, I literally flipped
First
my
pitch.
TV on. I put MLB Network. Otani is literally setting himself up to bat. The pitcher throws
Yeah.
the pitch, bro. They didn't even give the production team a chance to put the scoreboard on. And this man hit a tank to dead center, and I'm just like,
to win the
this
game.
isn't even fair, bro. And
I
then
know
it's like,
it's insane.
And then my boy texted me. He's like, bro, I don't know what's funnier. And he's a Mets fan, so like he's watching these games because I told him, don't worry about me. Worry about the teams in your league, which is Atlanta and the Dodgers. And Atlanta, bro, like he was like, bro, I don't know what's funnier. That the Dodgers just came back and won this game being like whack. Like this was them on an off day, or Atlanta being 0 for 7 or 8 or whatever it is.
Bro, they're
losing this game.
They're 0-7, and I don't know if they played tonight, but 0-7, they only have like 14 runs scored. It's beautiful. You know, no team has ever made the playoffs after being down 0-7. But I don't even blame them that much for being down 0-7 because the Padres are stacked and the Dodgers are stacked. That's a
I think
tough way to start.
the luck of their draw was shit, honestly, because
Yeah,
that's the two worst teams to go have a
yeah.
series against back to back.
That's a crazy road trip to start the year. Oh my
I'm
god.
kind of curious to know who they got. Who they must have given them a cookie for their home opener because that's messed up. But
Yeah,
also
that's let me see.
pressure builds diamonds, bro. Like I feel like you get kicked around like that, like inevitably you have
Oh, they
to
play
dust
Miami.
yourself off. Okay,
They
okay,
play Miami.
that's
Yeah,
a
they gave him
okay,
something.
bro. If they
But Miami's
lose,
scrappy, bro. Let me tell you,
I
the
was just gonna
Marlins are
say,
scrappy.
from looking at
Yeah,
the box
they're
scores,
not. They're
it
not a
looks like they're putting
pushover,
up runs. Who's their best player?
bro. They
Is it Jay
always give
Burgers?
us. I don't even know if he's there anymore.
I
I
genuinely
don't. I don't
can't
remember
name you a
seeing him
player.
play. Yeah,
Outside of Sandy, I don't know who's on that team.
yeah. They had some kid like Yeah, I can't even name it to you, bro. I'm not even gonna
Hmm.
pretend to name to
Wait, we
know them.
traded them.
I'm not
So,
even gonna pretend.
do you know if Agustin Ramirez is playing for them?
Yes, that sounds familiar.
Because that's who we traded for Jazz.
I think he's been pretty good. I think he's a second baseman.
Now he's a catcher. There's another guy that we traded
Catcher.
though too. That he is a second baseman and he's supposed to be really good. I forgot his
They
name
have they
though.
have a couple young guys. I don't know. I can't remember their names, bro. It's
Who
not there.
cares? It's the Marlins.
Yeah. Yeah. Who cares? I'm gonna keep going to
I
their
mean,
games for 10 bucks.
I don't want to steer away too far. But what I will say about the Marlins is that I just think it's funny that the Marlins are trying to like strike lightning in a bottle again, like they did in '97 and '03 with like these bunch of random young guys. But like that's just not the way the game works anymore.
Yeah, you
Dogs.
gotta.
Like
No,
if you really go back, have you gone back and looked at
they're
the '97 and the 2003 Marlins team? Because bro, those are dogs to me in that
yeah.
team.
The 03 team was crazy.
Oh, bro, that 03 team doesn't even
97
seem
too.
real. Yeah, but the 03 team
Yeah.
would absolutely destroy the 97 team, in my
Oh,
opinion.
yeah. Yeah, that was a Pudge, right? Put that Pudge year, Josh Beckett, Miguel Cabrera. Sheesh. Yeah, the
Talk to
Marlins are
me
gonna
about
stink.
that.
They're gonna stink for a long time because
They
they
got
have no,
sell,
their farm system stinks, and they don't pay players. They're screwed.
which doesn't make
That's why they
sense in
gotta
a
trade.
market like
They gotta trade
Miami.
Sandy. Yeah, they gotta trade Sandy. It's because nobody cares
Um,
about them out here. They're like,
Another restart. But I don't get that,
yeah,
bro. Like, how do people not care about the Marlins in Miami? I mean, you obviously ownership needs to do what they need to do to make people care, but it's like you have Latino
yeah,
Central here. Go get all the Cubans. Just get all the
bro.
Cubans.
They literally play. Their stadium is like right near Little Havana. Like it's literally right there, and nobody cares. Nobody
Just go
gives a
get the
damn, bro.
Cubans.
Yeah,
Idiots. Well, maybe our
but
podcast will blow up big enough where we can make multi-billion dollars and just buy the Marlins.
let's do it, and well, Jeter was there, and Jeter dipped, so I don't
Well, you
know.
know, Jeter had his second intentions. His intention was to get Giancarlo to New York, bro. Oh no,
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
fleeced,
What a trade!
fleeced.
But so yeah, man. Thank you for another great episode, my brother. This will be out tomorrow, Friday. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry about the coughing. That's why I didn't record. We didn't record earlier because I've been cooked this week, but getting better
You
day
put up
by
a
day.
double
But
nickel, though. You put up a double nickel,
double.
bro.
I can't even laugh without coughing. That's how bad it is. But
Bro, trust me, I've been seeing you struggle, so I know that's the worst. But take us
bruh,
home, brother.
yeah, man. So thank you guys for tuning in and subscribing, and we'll see you guys next week. We'll probably do it after. What do you think about the six after like 2 series? Like,
Yeah, brother.
we'll figure it out.
Whenever
Yeah, we can record
whenever
whenever too.
whenever the time is right, I think we'll know.
We'll do it.
But
Yeah.
I
We'll know.
like the way this worked out is actually great. The way this one worked
Yeah.
out, like let's just keep doing that.
Yeah. We'll figure it out from here. Alrighty, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great night or morning whenever you listen to. Take care.